Hello, my name is Femi Ademola. You can also call me Ademola Femi Daniel. So whether Femi Ademola or the other way around, it's still the same thing. Okay, so welcome to my YouTube channel. I want to especially appreciate those who have been reaching out. Thanks for your comment, thanks for the likes, thanks for the feedback. We really appreciate. So today we're going to be going straight to our topic, which is what do men want? In other words, what exactly do men really want? In other words, put it in your own words. What do men want? You see a woman who says, I've done this, I've done that, I've done all manner of things. I love this man, I've done this, I've sacrificed, I've done this. But nothing seems to be working. Now, this is it. If you are a single, either guy or a girl or a lady listening to me now, I want to tell you congratulations, because trust me, there are things that are easy or easier to resolve or to undo before marriage, that once you get married, it becomes very, very difficult to undo. Now, I'm going to be talking about three things today. Three things that you need to know that men want. Now, there are several things. There are several stuff, several materials. But these three things, I tell you, if you can get it, you have laid your hands on gold and diamond. But before I talk about the three things, there is one particular thing that is very important. Now I'm talking to the ladies in the house and perhaps our women, our married women. There is one particular thing that is very, very important. And I say congratulations to every single lady listening to this. What is that one thing that you must get intact, or that must be intact, before the three things I want to talk about will make sense? You know what the Bible said? It said, if the foundation be destroyed, what can the righteous do? The major thing that is very intact, that is very, very important for other things to be intact, is make sure you get it right from the beginning. See, once you get married to the wrong man, there is no amount of makeup you want to do on earth. You will find yourself in a very big disaster. And no matter how you cover things up, it will show. It's just a matter of time. So please, before I talk about the three things, make sure you get it right from the beginning. I'm coming back. So, welcome back. These are the three things that men want. I want you to pay a very rapt attention. Three things that men want. We've been able to establish the fact that you should get someone that is okay mentally. Okay. He has a place he's going to, he's teachable, he's responsible, he's accountable, this and all of that. Just get it right from the beginning. Like I said, you won't get a perfect person. So it's not about perfection. There are things that are going to develop over the time. You learn on the job and all of that. But once you don't get the right candidate from the beginning, there's bound to be a problem. Okay, so number one thing that men want is submission. Submission. Never you get married to a man you cannot submit to. Ladies, please get this. Never you get married to a man you cannot submit to. One of the reasons for the many high divorce rates in the society today, is because a lot of ladies, some ladies, got married to a man they could not submit to. Never you go into anything marriage with a man you could see. Even Bible said it, because it's difficult to submit. What's the meaning of submission? Let me tell you. He said, ready to conform to the authority or will of others. You are ready to conform to what another person is saying. That is, the next person's direction or directive overrules yours. The next person, in this case your husband's directive, decision overrules your own. So it's no longer what I want to do, it is now what does my husband want me to do. You see why I said you must get it right from the beginning? Because if you marry a man whose head is not correct from the beginning, there is bound to be problem. These are people who will tell you to put your hand in the fire. You will know that this is fire, and because you have to submit, even the Bible asks us to, you want to. So there's going to be conflict at the end of the day. The man will start seeing a woman who is not submissive, who is trying to drag with him, who is trying to be aggressive with him. You know, for some of us who understand Yoruba, do you understand now? So that's why you have to get it right from the beginning, so that this will be very easy. Once you get it right, submission becomes easy, because you're already married to a man whose head is correct. He knows where you are going. He knows what he should bring your way and what he should not bring your way, what he should do to you and what he shouldn't do to you. Because in marriage, you have to submit. Therefore, women, the first thing, now I'm speaking to the women who have gotten it right. See, this is it. If you want to get a man, just submit. Not my will as a woman any longer. Your will. Do you know what happened in the Bible? Sarah called Abraham, my Lord. You want a man to be all over you, to do anything you want, just submit. Men like when a woman submits. I don't want to go into extramarital affair now, because sometimes you have to check some things. That is not to support any extramarital affair whatsoever. But some of the things that happen in our home, they are the causes, or they are the cause of some of these things. I repeat, so that somebody will not just cut this aspect out and say I'm legalizing or I'm approving extramarital affair. No. But you need to see some of the things that some women do at home. Some women do some nasty things at home, that when the man gets outside and see another woman giving him what the woman at home could not. See, the devil is very powerful. See, there is bound to be divert of attention. The attention will just shift. Some things are not spiritual. I'll be talking about extramarital affair. Just follow me on my page. You will get all. You get it now, by the grace of God. We'll be talking about extramarital affair. Why do men cheat? And like I said, this is not to approve anything. But some of us, some of our women, we can learn, because some of those mistakes came from us. The way you talk to your husband, the way you treat your husband. The man is seeing another man at home. It can't work. Two masters cannot be in the same ship. The ship is going to capsize. One person will have to get out for the other. So some of the problems we have encountered in our homes is not spiritual. They are just wisdom problem. Never you get married to a man you can't submit to. You have to submit to him. If your man tells you don't do this, you won't do. You won't do. No, you won't do. That is how it ought to be. You see why I say you must get it right at the beginning? Because once you get it right, once you marry the right person whose head is correct, he won't bring the wrong thing your way. Now I've heard situation where you see things like, that woman has used juju for her husband. He has used some metaphysical power for her husband, because you see the husband going this. Why? The man is married to a woman that is submissive. Once you are very submissive to your husband, he will go all out for you. Another word for submissive is obedience, regard, honor, or another similar stuff. Honor, respect. Don't marry somebody you won't respect him. Even if you are older than him, you have to respect him. You have to honor him. You have to submit. The Bible says, wives, submit to your husband. You have to submit. This thing gets men. See, you will submit to an extent, you will now be in charge of your husband. That's an expo. Don't let your husband see this. Mm. You would, there's a way your submission will be when you tell your husband, honey, I want you to just go to your office with just singlet and boxer today. Really, is that what you want? Is that what will make you happy? He will do it because he doesn't even know when he's doing it, because the woman at home has made him a lord. So the woman will not see. Women, you have power, you don't just know how to use it. I will come to that later. But number one, submission. Number two, a problem solver. Women, don't become a liability at home. Become a problem solver. The Bible says, let us create woman. I'm going to create an helpmate. You are an helper. Your husband is the head. You are supposed to be the neck. Join together. You are supposed to be the neck. Supportive. And when I'm talking about being supportive, being a problem solver, I am not just referring to money, even though that could be part of it, particularly in this part of the world, Africa, because a man's income, most men, their income alone may not be able to sustain the home. So it is advisable that a woman finds something she does or she can do to support the man financially. I admonish, I enjoin every married woman, make sure you get something doing. Let me tell you this. One of the reasons you would lose your self-respect if you are not being supportive financially. You need to be supportive financially. This is key. But like I said, this is not the main thing. Be a problem solver. You can be there emotionally. You can be there psychologically. You can even be there spiritually. We have seen women who praise for their husband. You support, you help to solve his problem. The man comes home and say, hey, my boss this, I had a very difficult time and all of that. And the next thing that could come out from your mouth is, please, we need money to make soup, to make dinner. Come on, this is a man who is expressing himself. The reason why they keep telling you problem, telling you issue, is because the last one they told you, or the ones they've told you, there's nothing you could do about it. You are not providing any solution. See, people will remember you for two things: the problem you solve and the problem you create. What are you going to be remembered for? You're not contributing financially, you're not contributing emotionally, you are even adding to the problem on ground. Come on, woman, who are you? Who are you? You are choosing, right? Come on. I mean, support your husband. Be a problem solver. A man wants to call the woman and say, darling, this, and guess what? The next thing he wants to hear, honey, don't worry, I'm going to fix it. A man is not at home. He needs a problem solver, somebody who will handle an issue the way he would have handled it. These things get to our head. We will be so proud to tell our friends, you see my wife? Hey, you see that my wife? Have you seen men like that? They are men. Come on, don't let us make it look like marriage. Everybody is suffering in their marriage. No, there are still some good marriages. I've seen men who are so proud of their wife, like me. I've seen. I'm not kidding you, and I'm not talking about social media. I'm very, very serious. My wife, she will do this. She will solve this. Don't worry. You know what? I'm busy. Call my wife. Can they call you? The only thing at home is just sit down at home. You put on wrapper. You put on a deal papa. The man will come back from work. He's seeing another grandma at home. No vibes. Physically, no vibes. Mentally, no vibes. You are not solving problem. You are just a liability, occupying space. You have become matter. Come on, women, we can do better. Like I said, it's not just financially, but can they call you that you should solve a particular problem? And you see that same man will get to the office, one secretary will be asking him, not because only they paid the secretary, Oga, what can I do for you? Call the man at weekend, Oga, is there anything you want me to do for you? People gravitate towards people that solve problem for them. We get married to our husband and we just say, I am married. Oga, madam, you are not just married. You need to work. Marriage is work. to keep working. When a marriage is working, some people are making it to work. It's just like a car. When a car is moving, it's not spirit, it's not words, it's not abracadabra, it's not wishes. Some things are making that car to move. Fuel, you have to buy fuel, oil, filter, your tire has to be gauged, the battery head has to be intact, things have to be in place. You want your marriage to work? Become a problem solver. Let me not dwell on this. A word is enough for a while. So lastly, number 3 is men at the end of the day. Listen to this. Men at the end of the day want a replica of themselves. This is it. If you know you won't, for instance, if you know you don't like pastors, don't get married to a pastor. If you know you hate pastor, you hate a teacher, don't get married to a teacher. An entrepreneur, you just like office work. I go to office, hello, you answer call. That's the kind of setting you want to be seeing yourself. Not a man who goes to carry this thing. An entrepreneur who within a couple of years is now has branches all over the place. You are not envisaging that. Please don't marry somebody along that line. The reason is, men in their head, they won't tell you. They want a woman who will replicate them. This is like an advance of the second point I mentioned. A woman who will replicate what they do. For instance, let me start with church. A pastor wants his wife to eventually, that is at the end of the day, become a pastor. That is what I do, you do also. Did you get it now? Now, are there no rare occasion where a pastor married a businesswoman? Of course there are. There are. But I'm telling you, don't hear this. A businessman wants a woman, a wife who will stay with him at the end of the day, who will stay with him at his business place to do what he's doing. So sometimes some of the problem we are having now is because you are not at par with your husband. You see why I say you should get it right from the beginning. When you get it right with a man who said is correct, who is going somewhere, see, his steps will be ordered by God. It will now align with what you want to do or what you ought to do. But once you get it wrong, it's like what the Bible says, if the foundation be destroyed, what can the righteous do? Once you get it wrong from the beginning, see, the building becomes a problem. The foundation has to be intact. It has to be intact. Men at the end of the day want a woman, want a wife who will replicate what they are doing. They want to see themselves in another woman, in that woman. What I do, I talk. I want a woman who, at the end, even if she's an introvert, but when it's time to speak. When it's time for you to undo that issue, solve that problem, I mean, you come out in full. You're married to a media person. You see, he runs and there and all of that. Benny, Abi, madam, better hold your husband and ask him, what is this? This is Kuso, this is computer, please teach me. This is tripod, this is lightning. How do I do it? You better, even though you have your thing you're doing, show interest. Don't say, I don't know what you're doing, I don't understand, and I don't want to know. Madam, your marriage can eat the rock with this kind when these things are not in place. Men like they are not around, but I am around. I am not around, but I am around. That is, there is somebody at home who is usually in most cases the wife who will do what I would do, will give you the same service I would have given you. Only go and represent me, you will do. Bible says, greater works than this shall you do. God himself, Jesus Christ, wants us to be like him. What he has done, he wants us to do. He wants us to replicate what he has done. You see these three things. When a man finds in you, I'm not saying it's going to be perfect though. Don't just speak this and say, hey, they have said when we do this, we're going to. No. See, your marriage will be blessed. Your marriage will be blessed. Your marriage will be blessed. Then, maybe I should just add this, be a praying woman. You want to eat shawarma, eat shawarma, tangerine, eat this, eat that, blah blah blah. Be a praying woman. Madam, you are not praying. That's why your home is scattering. Somebody is doing this for your husband. You are just calling everybody. The call will not solve problem. You're not praying. You're not submissive. You're not a problem solver. You're not a killing God. So who are you? So please, I want to hear from you. Who are you? Till I come your way some other time. My name is Femi Ademola. Thank you. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe.